This session will continue with the create baseline. Just a recap, what is update manager and how to download offline patches or images. We can register your name, your Gmail ID or whatever the mail ID. Go to my.vmware.com so that you can register your ID and so that you can download the patches without any issue. Okay. So once we download the patches, how to upload, we uploaded to the offline bundle, how to perform ESXi host patch update by using offline update. We are going to connect ESXi host and execute command line, how to perform command line, and how to create a baseline. Okay. Go to now, we have already update manager. We already coupled with ESXi host to perform this ESXi host updates. So okay, under update manager, click on admin view. Either we can click on admin view or we can go to home tab and go to update manager, and this same image, this admin view is going to come into picture. Okay, we know getting started. What is a getting started? Okay, next one is baseline and groups. We are going to see how to create baseline groups. Here, what are the baselines available? For example, as soon as we complete the installation of a update manager, by default, it is going to create two baselines. What is baseline? Baseline is nothing but number of patches. What are the patches are available? The patches are going to segregate in a different groups. That's it. Critical post patches in the sense which are very critical, that is must need to update that patch on the ESXi host to fix some bug. That is comes under critical patches. What is non-critical? We can install. If we are not going to install also doesn't matter. Those are comes under as a non-critical. These two baselines are going to create by default as soon as you create a you as soon as you install update manager. Now how to create, if you want to create any baseline, that in the sense, for example, out of available patches, I need to install only listed patches. What are the available patches? Click on patch repository. These are all available patches by default. As soon as you complete the installation, these all patches will be downloaded by connecting to VMware vendor site. Okay, so these all patches you can add, you can remove from the baseline. How to do that, how to edit, and so I'm going to select few patches for my new baseline. Okay, go to create baseline and groups. See here, I'm going to create a new baseline, create a baseline, click on create. Yes, there are two tabs are available. Cancel here. Under this update manager, create and baseline, there are two tabs. View baselines for host, view baselines for VM and appliances. There is top under baseline and groups. There is a tab option is there under baseline and groups. See view baseline for host, view baselines for VM and appliances. VM and appliances in the sense appliance also they are going to release the updates, and VMs, what is the updates? VM version and VMware tools. That is, if you are going to create for baseline for VM and appliances, that is going to come into picture. Okay. Here we are going to create a baseline for host. Select create. Give the name update 3. Update 3 patches. Update 3 patches. Here under this, there is a option baseline tab. What is a baseline tab? What purpose we are creating? Okay, host patch, host extension, host upgrade, appliance based upgrade. By default, we are doing for host. Okay, host baseline, host extension, whatever they both are things, same thing. Whatever the baseline you are going to create, are you going to create for updates? Are you going to create a driver? Okay, according to that, you need to select this baseline option. Even if you choose whatever it may, doesn't matter. Okay, click next. Here dynamic configs in the sense, if it is, for example, any patches are available, it automatically updates this particular patches, related patches. Okay, dynamic. If fixed means you are selecting create a baseline on your own requirement, so that you need to choose fixed method. If you choose a dynamic, automatically whatever the new patches are going to come into picture, those patches will be added to this particular baseline. Okay, my requirement is only fixed. Select fixed. Next. Now it is going to list out all the available patches. You can select whatever the patches is required. You can select that and you can move to down window so that those patches only will be considered. Select release date, click on release date and choose the last recent ones. One more click. Yeah. See, release date. What is the release date? Recent release 2020. Select 2020 and 2019. What are the patches are available? Select. Yes. That's fine. Select a few. Yeah. Move to down arrow. These all patches are selected. I'm going to choose this. Okay. Click next. See what are the patches have we selected? Just expand that patches window. These many patches I included this creating baseline. Okay. Click finish. See here. If you notice, you can edit. You can see what is the options. What is the type of baseline. By default, whatever the default baselines are created along with the update manager installation, those are critical host patches, non-critical host patches. Both are, if you see, the type of the baseline is dynamic. It is going to download and it is going to update automatically whenever there is a new patch is available. Okay, remaining three are fixed because I created those baselines as per my requirement. So you can see what is the type, and if you want to, you can edit, select that respective baseline, go to edit, and you can see what is that baseline type. If you want to modify, you can modify according to your requirement. Okay, again, it is going to come into the same picture. You can modify according to your requirement. If you want to add any new paths to this baseline, you can add. Okay, click cancel. Now I created baselines. Baselines is over. Now, what is a configuration? What is a configuration? Click on configuration. See, network connectivity. I told you that this requires update manager server requires internet access. Okay. What is the port it is going to use? What is a DB server? What is a path store? Everything configurations are available in this particular configuration page. Okay. Network connectivity. What is the update manager server IP? Update manager server IP is a whatever the update manager server IP, you can check here. Okay. I don't know what is my update manager server. Is it a local server? Is it a different server? Okay. My update manager server is 41. Okay. Next, download settings. Go to download settings. See, these are default site information that is by default added to this. If you want to add any vendor, for example, uh, my ESXi host all HP related servers or IBM related servers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a download folder, download path for the HP drivers or IBM drivers I can add here. Whatever the paths are available here, these are VMware vendor releases. If you want to include any patches for drivers, you can add HP server driver or IBM driver path, the web information. You can click add and you can add the site information here to download the patches by default. How to do that? Add download source. You can click on add download source. If you are not sure what is a download source, you can contact respect to hardware vendor so that they can provide what is a by default driver site to download the drivers, because you are using HP servers for the entire environment. So there will be a contact with the respective vendor. So instead of searching the drivers for each time, you can ask vendor, open a ticket to vendor and ask for what is a download source for my ESXi servers hardware. Okay, click on add download source. So that they will provide the URL. They will provide the website address to download the respective drivers for to download to this update manager server. So you can provide the URL here, and you can, so that it is automatically checks any updates are available, either firmware, either drivers, or anything related to hardware. Okay, click cancel. This is site information. For example, if it is server directly connects to internet, that is fine. If server is not connect directly, you need to enter proxy server information. Proxy server in the sense there is no direct access to internet, so that I can use proxy server to download the patches. Below there is an option C, the third tab, use proxy server. In the same window, come down. Use proxy server. If I have the proxy server to download the patches, you can use the proxy server. If I don't have internet connection, I don't know how to download, how to connect internet. Simply what is the option? You need to download the patches, each and every patch from the VMware vendor site, and how to import. You know the how to import patches to the patch repository. You can download manually and upload this patch repository, create a patch repository manually. That can be done. Okay. So I have internet access to the server. That's the reason I haven't selected this proxy server. Okay. Then download status, download schedule. What is a select download schedule? Under settings, download schedule. Yes. What time every day, what time I need to check with the respective vendor site. Okay. I can create a schedule. I can modify the schedule according to my requirement. Generally, enterprise environment, they are going to schedule this download of business hours. Non-off business hours in the sense whenever there is no activity from the production environment, they will select during the time to download these patches. Okay. Generally, these updates are not available on daily basis. Maybe updates are available maybe quarterly or monthly. Whenever the patch is released, it is going to check and download the patch to patch repository. Once patch is downloaded, it is going to update the patch repository, and at the same time, if it is a dynamic baseline, automatically the patch will be added to critical or non-critical baseline. Okay. Next, notification check schedule. This is default setting. What is the notification we need to provide and all those things. Okay. Next, virtual machine settings. What is the virtual machine settings? I can create. So, for example, I'm using this update manager to perform VM tools update or hardware update. Just a minute. Okay. For example, I'm updating VMware version or VMware tools version. What it is going to do, as soon as update manager is before installing VMware tools or updating VMware tools or changing the VM version, what it is going to do, this update manager is going to create a snapshot of the virtual machine. The checkbox is there. Okay. And once the update is done, the snapshot, how to perform, how to take the snapshot, that is a setting. Okay. Next one, host and cluster setting. This is a default while performing a host update, what actions we need to perform, how to search patches, what action we need to do on that ESXi host, because how to perform ESXi host we are going to see during performing update on ESXi host. These are the settings it is going to check, because how to update, because we need to make sure whatever the VMs are there on the ESXi host, we need to make sure those are migrated. All those settings we can do here. Okay, if any power setting is there, okay, if any VMs are there migrating, if it is not in working, how to make it as put it in maintenance mode. Everything we are going to configure here. See, retry entering maintenance mode in case of failure. For example, during the ESX host update, where through performing update manager, then the ESX host should be in maintenance mode. If you are doing update manager for each ESXi host manually, then you need to put that ESXi host in maintenance mode. Maintenance without putting maintenance, we'll see how it is a maintenance mode. If you are not going to keep the host in maintenance mode, the update manager is going to try that ESXi host trying to put in maintenance mode, and keeping maintenance mode in the sense whatever the VMs are running on that ESXi host will migrate to another ESXi host, and that ESXi host make sure there is no resources are running. Okay, that is a retry entering maintenance mode in case of failure. How many times need to retry to put it in the come down. Next, cluster settings. Cluster setting, what is the cluster setting? Disable power management. If anything enable power management, we know the power management, if any idle resources are there, it is going to power off that ESXi host. Generally, in any enterprise environment, this option we are not going to configure. That doesn't matter. We are not going to configure DPM, distributed power management. Next, high availability, admission control. We know admission control. What is a HA admission control? We enable admission control and make sure there is a sufficient resources in a failure capacity configuration. If you choose that checkbox, it is going to make sure high availability control will be disabled during this particular setting. See, updater manager does not remediate hosts on which features are enabled. If the features are enabled, this particular ESXi host is not going to perform update manager. Okay, these are the settings it is going to check during the update manager. VApp, next VApp setting. VApp, we don't have any VApps in this environment. So what is a VApp? Enable smart reboot after remediation. Once is that VApp application, appliance-based servers. There are many types of appliance-based servers are available. Those are VMware products. Each VMware product, even vCenter server is an appliance-based server. Okay. How to update that appliance-based servers? We can come over here and you can check the checkbox. How to remediate. These are the configuration, how to perform download, how to perform settings change during the updating the ESXi host and respect to VMs or appliance servers. Okay. Next tab is events. Events and notification pretty common. Whatever the events are going to occur on this particular, it is going to come over here. Okay. This is a update manager admin view. Most important admin view, what is the information, what is the checks and we need to perform. Okay, we created a baselines now. We are good to go to perform host updates and ESXi images. We created patch repositories there, baselines are available, ESXi image is available, everything is ready. Now it is a time to update the ESXi host. How to perform ESXi host? Okay, now go to home tab, go to cluster setting. Now go to home and see here. I can add, see here, if you see here, this is a plain tab. For example, select ESXi host, individual ESXi host, select ESXi host 1, go to update manager. Here, nothing is showing. What is it is required? Attach baselines. Okay, we need to attach baselines first. What it has to do, there is options are scan, attach, and admin view. There are 4 tabs are available. First, to perform an update, first what I need to do, I need to attach baselines. Whatever the baselines are available, I need to attach baseline to perform a scan. Okay, first go and attach baseline for the ESXi host. I can attach baselines for individual ESXi host, or I can attach baselines at the root of the vCenter server. If I add the baselines at the root of vCenter server, whatever the data centers, whatever the clusters are available, everything by default, the baselines will be available. Okay. According to your requirement, you can attach these baselines respect to cluster level or ESXi host level. Okay. Just click on attach. See, these are the baselines we have. What is the baselines we have? Critical and non-critical, which are by default created by Update Manager installation. And we created two more baselines. Those also available. You can choose what baselines we need to attach. Okay. We created sample baselines that patches doesn't have complete patches availability. So generally we go with critical host patches and non-critical host patches. Select those checkboxes. Yes. Attach. Click on attach. See here. Now baselines are attached. Now I can do scan and baselines attached. Now I can do scan. Click on scan and it is going to check what are the patches are available, what is the compliant, is all patches are available, requirement is there for the ESXi host, everything it is going to check. So here it is going to ask for two options. What is that options? Patch one extensions or upgrade. Am I doing upgrade here? I attached what we attached here. We attached only updates. So I need to select only patches and extension. If I'm going to perform scan against upgrade, then I need to choose upgrade baseline. I haven't attached upgrade baseline, just attached patch and extensions only. So the first checkbox only we need to select. Click on scan. Let's see what it is going to scan. In the if you see the compliance view, post compliance view, it is showing some information. Now it is going to check how many patches are there. It is going to check all the patches, what is applicable, what is not applicable. It is going to scan and provide the information. Let's see. See, what is it? Is it compliant, non-compliant? What it is showing here? These patches, how many patches are pending? Move the cursor. Total 95 patches are pending on this ESXi host. Imagine if you want to install these patches manually one by one, how much time it is going to take and how it is possible. Okay. Now, now we are ready to proceed with patch the ESXi host. Okay. This is a way we are going to scan. First, what we did, we created a baseline and then we attach that baseline to respective ESXi host and we click on scan and see what is the compatibility, how many patches are available to perform an update. This is the way to scan. Now, go to another ESXi host, either lab 3 or lab 4. Go to update manager. Is the patches are available, attached baseline is not available. What I'm going to do is instead of attaching baselines for each ESXi host, I'm going to attach baseline at the cluster level, at the data center level. If you select the data center, click on update manager. I can attach baselines here. Okay. Click on attach. Already batches are attached. I'm going to attach the entire class data center. Click attach. Select critical and non-critical. At the data center level, I'm attaching these two baselines. Let's see what it is going to come into picture. Click attach. See, these patches host baselines are attached for all ESXi hosts now. Whatever the hosts are available in my environment, everything it attached to, because where I attach the baselines, we attach the baselines at the data center level. So whatever the ESXi host available, everything by default it is going to attach. Go now to each ESXi host EC, is the baselines attached or not? See, the baselines are attached now. Now we are ready to go ahead and scan. Now click on scan for this particular ESXi host. Let it scan and see what it is going to happen, and we'll monitor. Okay. See how many patches are available? 95 patches. Click on that patches, 95 patches. Click on that. These many patches. See what are the installed, what are not installed. It will show all the details. Because whatever the patch repository information is available, it will scan against all patch repository patches. So it is going to check what patches installed, what not installed. See, on the top, it is going to show you not applicable. How many not applicable out of 400 surplus? Not applicable is through 321 patches. Already installed 18 patches were installed. Applicable are 95 patches. Okay. Just a minute.
It was 1 minute. No.
What, Srini? Okay. Click close. So what we are going to do now here, these are 95 patches are available. Okay. These 95 patches, I'm going to do some offline update. First, what I'm going to do, we downloaded some one patch manually from the vendor site. We are going to see how to update that patch on the respective ESXi host. Okay, we already downloaded the patch and we copied that patch to data store. Go to close here, go to the ESXi host, go to data store, configuration, data store, browse data store, storage, browse data store. See, we already copied a zip file. What is the zip file we copied here? One file which is downloaded from the VMware vendor site. I'm going to perform manual update by connecting to ESXi host. What is the command? Okay, we'll see that. Open browser. For everything, there is a KP articles are available. We need to see what is the command for updating ESXi host offline. Okay, search ESXi host update offline. Search. See here, the steps clearly mentioned. No need to go to first article, second article, go to second article. Always go to kb.vmware.com. The first preference, you need to go to kb.vmware.com only. Okay. Go second article, second article. Yes. Clear commands will be there. ESXCLI is the command. Okay. But there will be syntax available. You need to open that and understand that and copy. We need to modify according to our requirement. Now, what is the command? ESXCLI software web. Okay, we need to attach that baseline information so that it is going to perform this particular patch installation. Before patch installation, how many patches were pending? 95 patches were pending on this ESXi host. What we are going to do, we are going to perform an offline installation for particular patch. After installing that patch, how many patches are pending, we'll see. We'll perform update manager also. Okay, come down. Step by step, see here. Patches, VMware, download the patches. Once patches are downloaded, this is for log into local technical support, or if you want only respect to site, SSH, how to connect command line. There are two options available. You can connect SSH or you can connect ESXi shell. ESXi shell is nothing but it is a console. Go to DCUS console, there we can connect to ESXi shell. Now what we are going to do is we are going to connect SSH. To connect SSH, what we need to do, we need to start the service on this ESXi host. Now before going for that, what is the command to execute this? We need to go to the respective data store. Okay, come down little. See cd slash, yeah, come down. Step number 6. Step number 6. We need to go to the navigate to the respective data store path, that is cd slash vmfs volumes data store and the path. What we need to identify, what is my data store path, we need to identify first. Then next seventh step is we need to use seventh step. What is the seventh step? ESXi commands to install that patch. Okay, come down. See, this is a command using local setup. ESXi software install -d and followed by the path. We are going to copy this. Just copy this first line, complete line, open notepad. Not, no, 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 not web. Maximize the notepad. Remove, okay. Now, this command I'm going to modify according to my requirement. Now, this is a command ESXi software web install -d and followed by path. Now, go back to the ESXi host and enable SSH command. ESXi3, I'm doing manual installation. Go to the ESXi host.
Srinivas, 1 minute.
Huh?
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, go
Now,
back to the ESXi host. Enable SSH. Go to configuration, software security profile. Properties, go first one, properties, go top, first one, properties, go top, properties, SSH, SSH is in stop state. We are going to start the SSH to connect SSH. SSH is nothing but remote connection. Okay. Go to click on options. Start the service. Okay. Click OK. Click OK. Open PuTTY. PuTTY is a third-party tool to establish the communication to remote connection to the respective ESXi host. Okay, PuTTY, we can use any third-party tool to connect SSH sessions. We are using PuTTY generally. Most preferable tool is PuTTY. We can download this putty.exe from the internet. Okay, I'm going to enter the IP address of the ESXi host to connect the session. Okay, root, enter the root credentials, password. Before executing the commands, we need to check is it a right host or not. Click host name, host name, host name, just host name, type as host name. Okay, now we are ready to see what is my path location. What is the path location? CD slash, expand the window, this window, expand this window. Now
Okay.
ls, type ls. These are the directories are available. These are Linux commands. Okay, what we are going to do, the data store will be available under slash vmfs. So cd space slash vmfs, vmfs, enter. Now ls, what is the cd volumes? CD volumes, enter. Now ls, see what is the data store is available. My data store name is, local data store name is data store space bracket 2 bracket. Okay, it is very difficult to type here. Generally what we are going to do is we need to make sure there is no space and the data store names. Okay, now what I'm going to do is click slash, type cd, give space, and no, don't type, go back, go back, just type cd space, no. Okay, again go back, cd vmfs, cd volumes. Now cd, just move the mouse and select data store 2. Select with the mouse, just select. Here right click under near to your cd, just right click, it will paste here. Yes, just enter. Put the bracket quote. Okay, open that. Because spaces are there, we need to put the brackets. Yes. Now what I'm going to do is click ls, type ls. This is a file, zip file. Type cd zip file, cd slash zip file, ls. Now copy this path. Just copy this, select with the mouse. Don't right click. Come to notepad, paste here. Now put this path in that particular columns, in between the columns. Paste. What is the file name? We need to mention the file name exactly. What is the file name? slash okay. We need to execute this command. Copy this entire command now without slash, without a hash. Yes. So this is the way we are going to patch manually on the ESXi host. Okay. Let's see, execute that command, enter. This is a manual installation of patch on the ESXi host. We downloaded the one particular download and see how it is performing installation. It is pretty fast, but the thing is that it is tedious job to download the file and upload that file to respective data store and connecting to SSH and executing the command. This is the steps we need to do for each patch download. Imagine if you want to perform this patch update for each and every time, how much time it is going to take. This patch is completed, installation is completed, then we are ready to go ahead and reboot. Just reboot. Select reboot. Before reboot, just wait. Before reboot, go to ESXi host and see what is the build number. We'll see what is the build number. ESXi what is the build number? It is 3620759. Now after reboot, it is going to change the build number. We'll see that. Go to putty command and reboot. Reboot. Yes. Just enter. Close this session. Exit. Type exit. That's it. The host will be going to reboot. We'll come back to this. Now what we are going to do is we'll see another host for what is that host baseline, what is the availability. Select ESXi4. The host went to reboot state, let it reboot and come back online. Okay, no issues. Chose ESXi4. Now, this ESXi host, what is the version? 5.5. Okay, now this ESXi host, I'm going to upgrade to 6. How to perform by using update manager. Go to update manager for this ESXi host. See, I need to attach the baseline. I need to perform an upgrade, not update. Okay. Is that upgrade baseline attached here? It's not attached. Now I need to attach upgrade baseline to this ESXi host. Okay. Click on attach. I have an one ESXi host baseline. So I'm going to attach host upgrade baseline, that is 6.0. We downloaded and imported a previous session. That same baseline I'm going to attach here for this ESXi host to upgrade from 5.5 to 6.0. Select that, attach that baseline, upgrade baseline. Last one. Yes, attach. Now scan. What I need to scan now here? What I need to scan? Scan host patches or upgrade baseline. I need to choose second option. Scan, click on scan. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to perform, click OK. I'm going to perform upgrades. So it is that upgrade baseline, is it compatible or not? The scan, it is going to check that. Click on scan. Let it scan completes. Come back to the ESXi3 and see what is the build number. See, previously it is 360. Now it's changed to 796. That in the sense, what are the patch we install? It updates successfully, that is through offline. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to perform the same patch, remaining patches. Go and select, go to update manager and scan again. How many patches are pending? See, previously it is showing 95 patches pending. Now let's see how many patches are going to pending. See, from 95 to 48. That in the sense, the only 48 pending. Now, how to pass this ESXi host? Now, there is an option, stays and remediate. There is below two options are available, stays and remediate. Stays is going to perform, it is going to check all the bundles is applicable or not. Okay, then it is going to perform a remediation. Stays is a pre-check. If you are sure that it is going to perform a remediation, you can directly click on remediate. Select the remediate. So it is going to select all the 48 patches, click next. All these patches are going to install. If you don't want any patch not to install, we can unselect here. Okay, click next. See, you can schedule this update manager. If you don't want to schedule the patches now, I can schedule the time. What time I need to schedule? Okay, no need to put during the maintenance window. Just automatically it can schedule at whatever the time you want. You can schedule also. Now I'm selecting immediate. Click next. These are the default cluster settings. What we noticed in the under configuration tab of update manager, the same settings are going to come over here. Okay, default settings, leave default settings, click next. Click next. These are the default settings under configuration. Okay, that's it. Click finish. The remediation is going to process for this ESXi host. Let's see how it is going to perform. Come back to ESXi4. What is the scan result is showing? See here. What is the upgrade baseline? Click on one details. Click on upgrades. Yes, we scan against the upgrade, right? See what is the compatible. Is it compatible or not compatible? It is going to show over here. Okay, this host upgrade can be upgraded to from 5.5 to 6.0. Now we are ready to remediate for upgrade. Click close. See both the remediation option for upgrade also remediate. Click on remediate. Patch baseline or upgrade baseline. What we need to select? Yes. Whatever the option it is there, we need to select that. Select that upgrade baseline radio button under baselines. Under baseline, select that. Now, next window. Yes. Now this ESXi host is going to update from 5.5 to 6.0. See here below information. Current version is 5.5. What is the upgrade baseline? VMware 6 ESXi 6.0. Click next. Accept agreement. It is going to upgrade. Next. Ignore the warnings. No need to put that. Just click next. Yeah, I can schedule this one as well. I'm proceeding with immediate. Click next. Next, these are the cluster default settings. Proceed. Next. See what is the baseline. It is going to upgrade the baseline from 5